Today I'll be showing you all 60 unique shader effects and interactions in Destiny 2. For the first one we have the new Bungie charity shader Lubrain Luxury, which has a unique sort of painted texture on plating, but also has a glow effect which is very police-like, shifting from red to blue. Number 2 we have Combative Tanager, which can actually remove decals on some of your armor pieces, and another unique interaction with this shader is that it removes the blue glows on the heart of a most light exotic. Number 3 we have Cloud Striding Poncho, which is the only other shader I've found to remove decals like Combative Tanager, but also has an animated texture which fades in and out on plated armor and weapons. Number 4 we have Oiled Gunmetal, which has an RGB effect on Prophecy weapon glows. This also works on the Neomuno weapons as well. Number 5 we have Gambit Chrome, which can remove the red and blue parts on the Sunbrace's exotic ornament Kaiser Draconum. Number 6 we have Iron Countershade, which turns your cloth into chainmail, making it perfect for night themed or medieval fashion. 7 we have Tangled Bronze, which is currently the only shader that can remove the glows on the Abyss inverted ornament for the Heart of Inmost Light exotic. Testudo and Chitin Slate used to be able to do this, but in Final Shape those shaders were updated. Then for 8 we have Seven Sisters, which has a unique animated galaxy texture on cloth and leather armor pieces. 9 we have Roseate Gleam, which has an animated smoky effect on cloth armor. 10 we have Scarlet Semblance, which makes your armor look bloody and glows pulsate from white to red. 11 we have Crucible Alizarin, which has a similar glow effect to Scarlet Semblance, but also has a unique reddish blue scorched look on plating. 12 we have Grayscale Undergrowth, which can get really dark on some armor pieces. For example, we have the Streetwise Boots for Hunter, and this can actually get much darker than the shader Superblack. 13 we have Highlander, which is an interesting shader that makes your cloth, leather and even weapons look like plaid, and this is great for Scottish themed fashion. Then for 14 we have the new raid shader Resonant Cellweave. This has a similar animated effect to the Witness on plating, and this not only works on armor but your weapons as well. 15 we have Glorious Patina from the Trials of Osiris, and this actually has an RGB glow effect. 16 we have another unique Flawless Trial shader, and this is Vizier Regalia, which some of you may not know was the default shader Bungie used on the old Adept weapons. 17 we have Crucible Horizon, which has this smoky red animated texture. 18 we have Dawning Elegance, which has moving dawning symbols on plating. Gold J has a similar animated effect but has a lighter colour on plating. Then 20 we have Dawning Elan, which on very few cloth and leather armor pieces has these moving white dots. 21 we have Mistophosphere, which on cloth has an animated mix of green and blue, which does look a lot like tie-dye. Then 22 we have one of the most iconic shaders, Photo Finish, which makes your glows RGB, but sadly this shader looks atrocious on leather and cloth, so we'll sound the best with this one. 23 we have a Radiant Charoite, which is a fantastic choice for prismatic fashion. It has this unique shattered look but also makes glows shift from pink to blue. 24 we have Dyed Finality, which is a new darkness themed shader which has a pyramid texture on plating and has this smoky orange sort of resonance like effect on cloth and leather. Also, another interesting thing about this shader is that on some fur armor pieces it is unusually bright, and when paired with the new Jurgo shell it is currently the brightest glow in the game. Then 25 we have Neon Splash, which is only unique on weapons, creating this sort of void effect, and I would especially recommend the Crota's End raid weapons with this. Then 26 we have Envious Touch, which creates a warped iridescent look on plating. 27 we have some Black Armory shaders. I have grouped these up into one as the unique effect is the same. You can see that the effect that I'm talking about is this wavy animated texture on cloth. These other Black Armory shaders like Satu Tribe, Rasmussen Clan and House of Mayrin just have different color plating with the same animated effect on cloth. 28 we have Bagusian Knight, which has this animated symbol texture on plating but also makes your cloth pulsate purple. 29 we have Gambit Emerald, which has this smoky green and blue animated effect which sort of travels across your plated armor and weapons, though this effect is quite slow. Then for the halfway mark we have one of my all-time favourite shaders, Hoarfrost Sunrise, which has this oily look on cloth and makes it perfect for prismatic. As well as this though, on plated armor it does have this unique gold engraving texture, and this does carry over to weapons as well. 31 we have Warrior's Lion, which you could see does flash orange. Then his next three shaders are actually from the same season and have a similar effect on weapons. weapons. You can see the Amethyst Bloom has this purple animated cloudy texture. Then 33 we have Copperbrand, which is well the copper version of this. And 34 we have Laguna Cruiser, which is the blue version of this effect. Then moving on to 35 we have Bitter Pearl. Some of you may be using this without ever knowing that it's actually animated, but you can see on this weapon that it does have these moving dots. This is exclusive to weapons and quite minimal, so I understand if any of you didn't know about this. Then 36 we have Forbidden Wish, which has a bloody look on cloth and is a great pairing with Scarlet Semblance, but also has an animated oily look on cloth and leather armor pieces. Then for 37 we have Scintillant Trajectory, which is a nice silver shader that has a colour shifting glow that changes from pink to orange. Then 38 we have Sinking Feeling, which is the closest we have to an arc shader. It has this unique lightning strike effect on plating, which you can see strikes every few seconds, and the glow also pulses blue to fit the lightning strikes. Then 39 we have Ablaze, which is the solar themed shader, which has a fiery animated effect on both plating and cloth, and also has an orange and red flashing glow effect. Then 40 we have Luminous Void, which has an animated void effect on different plated armor pieces. This void effect can carry over to weapons and especially works well on Crota's End raid gear. 41 we have Shards of Stillness, which is the stasis themed shader and will make your plating look like ice. What I especially love about this is that the texture will move for a few seconds, then slow down and freeze, making the armor appear lighter as it freezes up. Definitely one of my favourite shaders in this video. 42 we have Twisting Strands, which has this moving thread-like texture. 43 we have Fighting Colours, which has a gold spotty look on plating, and the opacity seems to change every few seconds, making it look like it's pulsing, but also glows with this shader shift from red to yellow and then blue, and this is meant to symbolise each of the classes. Then for 44 we have one of my personal favourites, which is First Frost, which has this blue sand-like texture, and similar to this we have Night's Chill, which instead goes with an edged look with a darker glow. Then for 46 we have Blue Shift Dreams, which has an effect on cloth and leather which is very much like water reflections. Now for 47 we have Iridescent Coral, which is one of the strangest of all the shaders in this video, and this is because of the way it works with the fetid ghost shell. For some reason when you go to different planets it will change the glow colour on the ghost. I have no idea why it does this, but it's very strange and unique. Then for 48 we have Omnicronia, which its animated effect isn't that visible, but you can see up close that the texture is animated. And then for 49 we have the other shader from the same bundle, Continuum Alloy, which has the same moving texture but different colour. Then for 50 we have Vintage Timber and Oiled Algae. I grouped these one together because the glow effect is the exact same with this pulsing blue, it's just the plating colour that's different. Then for 51 we have Flower Child, which is a very interesting looking shader. Plated armour and leather will use this wavy pink moving texture, though this effect does not carry over to your weapons, and to fit the colours the glows also flow from yellow to pink. Then for 52 we have Emerald Splash, which will make your armour look like snakeskin. Then for 53 we have Deceptive Markings, which is basically a moving pickle shader. 54 we have Crown of Vermin, which is the new Ratkin shader, which has this unique diamond-like texture on cloth and leather armour pieces, and also on some parts of your weapons. 55 we have Long Since Lost, which makes your armour and weapons look like they are covered in moss. Then for 56 we have Pulp Texture, which makes your glows transition from gold to blue. I would not be surprised if none of you knew that this shader existed. Then for 57 we have a shader interaction with the Veiled Ties mask. With the shaders Devil in the Details, Golden Empire and Rivalry Stoic, it will have this unique faceplate look. Now for 58 we have another armor interaction. If you didn't know, Queen's Colors is one of the few shaders that changes the skull color on the Epilos following helmets. Then for 59 we have Whispered Sheen and Butterback, which I think are great shaders if you want to make your armor and weapons look like wood. And then finally for number 60 we have Shrouded Stripes, which some of you might have never heard of if you played after Forsaken. What makes it unique is this mostly black zebra-like texture, and since the shader's release we have not received another shader close to this, so that's why I think it's deserving of being on this list. If you enjoyed this video then please leave a like and subscribe for more Destiny 2 fashion content. I also have two videos on screen that you might enjoy. The left video I made fashion for the strongest builds in Destiny 2 The Final Shape, and the right is more of a fun video with creator Llama D2 reacting to Destiny 2 fashion from my Discord. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.